our 8 most beautiful places so far for 2026. There are places where money made out of stone still exists. A lake where you swim through thousands of jellyfish and barely feel a sting. A beach where the sand stays cool at noon under the Australian summer sun. And a canyon city where 85% of it has never been touched. Let me show you some places you might have seen but are a must-see. Let me show you some places you might not even heard of. You think you know Niagara Falls, you have seen the photos, you have seen it in every travel guide, but have you actually felt it? 2.6 million liters of water per second, not around you, above you. You're not watching the falls from here, you are inside them. Loud, wet, and suddenly you feel very, very small. We only have 2 days in life that aren't 24 hours long. Enjoy the time in between. Too often it is far too short. One life, live it. Canada side or US side? Who has the better view? Tell me in the comments. The treasury is just the beginning. The real Petra exceeds this iconic carving. On our way to Petra, we will see Petra for the first time in the middle of the night with all the candles lit up. And tomorrow we will do the hike in the morning very early. Three times a week, they light the Sikh with candles and open the treasury after dark. It's quieter, intimate. It gives you back what the daytime crowds take away. Okay, we will stop the time, how long we'll take until the monastery. So it's 9:05, it took us 45 minutes. Maybe we walk faster than the average, and we are at the monastery. Come back the next morning, enter through the back entrance, hike up to the monastery and work through the whole site before the tour buses arrive. By the time you pass the treasury again, you will have earned it. 85% of Petra has never been excavated. In 2024, archaeologists found 12 skeletons directly beneath the treasury. So after thousands of years, this city is still revealing itself. Cobblestones, colonial buildings in every shade of yellow and terracotta. and an actively erupting volcano on the horizon. This is not a film set, this is a Tuesday in Antigua. Antigua moves slowly, deliberately. The city has one of the highest densities of Spanish language schools per capita in the world. People arrive for a week and stay for a month. Go there and you will understand why.
Alright guys,
It's okay, but it's salty. It's salty.
yeah, very salty.
Thank you. And then you hike Acatenango overnight. Cars? Seriously? We walked up for 4.5 hours and now they have cars up here. This is our home for the night. 2 mattresses, a few blankets, that's it. Watch Fuego erupt. Every 15 to 20 minutes. Real eruptions, real ash, real fire. Nature is amazing. Guided overnight tours depart from Antigua year-round. For best visibility though, choose November through April. No cars, no rush. The official motto of Caye Caulker is go slow. And they mean it. In 1961, Hurricane Hattie splits the island in two. The locals turned the divide into the best sundowner spot in the Caribbean. You float in warm water while the sun goes down and you realize there is nowhere else you need to be. Well, besides feeding stingrays at Hotel Iguana Reef at sunset. If you cannot unwind here, you have a serious problem. By far, we met the most chill people ever. We had so much fun here on the island. It was beautiful. Go slow is the motto, and hopefully we can carry that on for the rest of the journey. Under the Greenland midday sun, when Australia is doing its best to remind you who is in charge, this stand stays cool. Silica does not absorb heat the way normal sand does. When you stand at Hill Inlet and watch the white and turquoise shift with the tide, you will ask yourself whether someone designed this with AI. Let me assure you, it's real. If this video is making you want to pack a bag, hit subscribe, you won't miss where we end up next. Forget the Maldives, this is the real South Pacific. 1 Foot Island, Tapuatai in Maori, there is a small post office on the beach. They stamp your passport in the shape of a foot. It is one of the smallest post offices in the world, and the stamp proves you were here. The lagoon is considered the most beautiful beach in the world, and if you ask me, I would agree. It is stunningly magical. The Cook Islands are not just a tax haven for people who have more money than sense. On Rarotonga, back in the days, we had to pass an actual driving test, rent a scooter, no joke. The islands do things their own way, and you gotta love it. Morning sea turtles, evening barefoot on the beach. The Perhentian Islands deliver both before dinner. When we first went, the Perhentians were a proper secret. Getting there was part of the adventure. Hours on buses through the Malaysian interior, then a boat and no shortcuts. Budget accommodations, everything felt earned. Well, things have changed. Prices have gone up and the word has gotten out. But the water is still the same and turtles do not care about tourism trends. I have swum with sharks. I have pushed through thousands of jellyfish. And I'm still here. You heard of Guam, the US military base that sits south of China and closer to Asia than to the American mainland? Well, look at your map and go a little further west. That is Micronesia. We flew over 30 hours via Manila to get here, and it's worth every single one. Palau's jellyfish lake is exactly what it sounds like, a marine lake, millions of golden jellyfish. While isolated for thousands of years, they evolved because of the lack of predators, and their sting is so mild you barely feel it. Swimming through them is like moving through a living lava land. And in Yap, the currency is stone, rye stones. Some of them are 3.6 meters across and 4 tons each. They stand at roadsides and in gardens and at village centers. The ownership changes hands, the stones do not move. Without knowing, the Yappies invented a decentralized ledger, just like Bitcoin, but 500 years ago. So why come here besides being far away from any typical tourist route? Well, you are either a Bitcoin maximalist, a hardcore diver, or simply someone who really travels far off the beaten track. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Which of these 8 places goes on your 2026 list? Tell me in the comments. And if you want to see the full journeys, nearly 100,000 kilometers around the world, this playlist is for you and the link is also in the description. Subscribe if you want to find out where we end up next.